Hello dear students, welcome back to the science class. Dear students, in the previous video class, we were studying about the lesson food, where does it come from? Okay, in the previous video class, we studied about the sources of food from animals. Yes, which sources of food we are getting from the animals we studied in detail. Yes, I hope you have understood this concept here. Yes, can you tell which are the sources of food that we are getting from animals? Yes, meat we are getting, milk, eggs and honey. We are getting these all as the sources of food from animals we are getting here. Okay, yes, meat is nothing but it is the flesh of the some animals. Even this milk also we are getting from the animals like a camel, goat, cow and buffaloes. And milk is rich in a what here? It is rich in a calcium. And again, what are the milch animals? The definition of the milch animals also I have told. Animals that we use as a source of milk are called as the milch animals. Nothing but goat, cows, buffaloes, camels, sheep. Okay, for these all, which animals we are calling? We are calling it as a milch animals. Then we studied about the eggs. Okay, yes, eggs are laid by some of the animals. And we are consuming egg as a source of food here. And these are very rich in nutrients like proteins and vitamins. Eggs are rich in proteins and vitamins here. Next we studied about the honey also. Okay, and honey is also one of the source of food that we are getting from honey. Okay, here honey bees. Okay, and here honey is a rich source of what here? It is rich source of carbohydrates. Honey is a rich source of what? It is a rich source of carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is one type of nutrient. Okay, there are 7 essential nutrients are there. You have studied in your previous classes. Okay, carbohydrates again it is in a carbohydrates we are having again different kinds of carbohydrates like sucrose, glucose, lactose, water and minerals. These are the different types of carbohydrates. Okay, which we are getting from a honey here. Okay, today in this video class we will see about the Indian food. What we are going to study now? About Indian food we are going to study in this video class. Okay, dear students, then if you see this word, Indian word, what comes in your mind? Okay, can you tell? Let us see here. Indian cuisine varies from region to region. Here the meaning of cuisine is style of cooking or the method of cooking. What is the meaning of cuisine? It is a method of cooking. The meaning of cuisine here is method of cooking. Okay. You can write it in your textbook also, a method of cooking. Okay, Indian cuisine, nothing but the method of cooking. It varies from way to way, region to region. In our Indian country, we are having many kinds of regions. So, the method of cooking, it varies from region to region. From one place to another place, it will vary here. In all the places, the method of cooking is not same here. So, Indian cuisine, the meaning of cuisine is method of cooking. So, the method of cooking in India, it varies from region to region, reflecting the different peoples who live in a subcontinent. Food is an important part of Indian culture, playing an important role in everyday life as well as in festivals. Yes, dear students, food plays a very important role. Without food, we can't survive. Okay, we need food to survive. So, food is an important part of Indian culture and it plays an important role in everyday life. Yes, food plays an important role in our everyday life. We need food every day. Without food, we can't survive. So, we need food every day. As well as in festivals. In a festivals, as you all know that in a festivals, we are making different kinds of food here. In a normal days, we are cooking the normal foods. But when the festival comes, we are making different varieties of food here. Okay. In many cases, food is deeply influenced by religious and social identity with varying taboos and preferences. What they will do here? In many of the cases, food is influenced by what here? Religious. Yes, we are having different kinds of religions in a Indian system. Okay, in our Indian, we are having a different religions we are having. Okay, and according to the religions, the food, okay, the method of cooking of food will vary here. The meaning of here taboos is it is nothing but here what they will do a particular practice. Taboos is nothing but one of the particular practice. According to the religion, the making of the food will change here. Okay, this is about your Indian food. Next we will see here. Generally, Indian cuisine can be divided into 4 categories. How many categories? Indian cuisine is divided into 4 categories. Nothing but the method of cooking food in India. The method of cooking of food in India, it is divided into 4 categories. One is a North Indian, next one is a South Indian, East Indian, and next one is a West Indian. This is the 4 methods of cooking food in India. Okay, how many categories are there? In a Indian method of cooking food is divided into 4 categories. Nothing but Indian cuisine. As I have told, cuisine meaning is here what method of cooking. Indian cuisine can be divided into how many? 4 categories. The first one is a North Indian food. Okay, next one is a South Indian, East Indian, and West Indian. Despite this diversity, Indian food has some common features. Use of spices is an integral part of a food preparation in India. Yes, dear students, in our day-to-day life, we are using some of the spices. It is an integral part of a food preparation in India. Nothing but we are using the spices in every food here. Okay, so what is that spice become? Now, it is an integral part of preparation in India. Spices are used to enhance the flavor as a dish here. What is the main role of using these spices? It enhances the flavor. Yes, it gives the flavor to the dish here. What is the main use? Why we are using the spices in our food? Okay, while preparing the food, why we are using the spices? Why? To flavor the dish here. Cuisine across India has also been influenced by various cultural groups that has come to India from countries of West Asia, Central Asia, and Europe here. The staple of Indian food are rice, wheat, and variety of pulses like a masoor. Masoor is nothing but the red lentil. Chana like a Bengal gram, tur, pigeon pea, urad, black gram, and moong, green gram. These are the some of the variety of pulses. Okay, which we are using in our India. Okay, see, Indian food are considered as a rice, wheat, mainly rice and wheat, and variety of pulses. We are having a variety of pulses. These are the name of the pulses. Masoor, yes, you all know the masoor, which will be in a red color, red lentil we call. Then the channa, yes, channa dal, we are using this channa for the dal purpose. Yes, nothing but we are calling it as a Bengal gram. Next we are having a tur dal also, which is a pigeon pea. Next urad also, black gram, and moong also. Okay, moong is nothing but a green gram. These are some of the name of the pulses. Pulses are dehusked or split and cooked whole here. How we are cooking the pulses? As a whole. Sometimes we are cooking it as a whole. Okay, sometimes we are using these pulses as a whole. Okay, sometimes what they will do, they will split it, they will cut it. Yes, splitting you all know, like okay, they will use the machines here. Okay, sometimes they will cut here, that pulses here. As a whole also we are consuming. Sometimes what we will do, we will split here. Dehusked is nothing but splitting here. What is the meaning of dehusked? Splitting of those pulses here. And cooked as a whole. Sometimes we are cooking it as a whole here. Some of the pulses like a chana and moong are also processed into flour. Yes, dear students, as you all know that chana and moong, they are processed into here what? Flour. Yes, wheat is processed into wheat flour. Jowar is processed into jowar flour. In the same way, the chana and moong are processed into flour here. Which flour? That is a besan flour. You all know besan flour. For besan flour, which pulses they will use? Chana and moong here. They are processed into flour here. Most Indian dishes are fried in a vegetable oil. Which oil we are using? We are using a vegetable oil here. Okay, most of the Indian dishes are used in a are fried in where? Are fried in a vegetable oil. In North and West India, groundnut oil is traditionally more popular for frying. See, in where? In North and West India. Where? North and West India, they are using what here? Groundnut oil. Which oil they are using? A groundnut oil is traditionally more popular for frying. While Eastern India, mustard oil is commonly used. In Eastern India, which oil? Mustard oil. In a North and West, in a North and West India, we are using a what here? We are using a groundnut oil, and in a Eastern India, we are using a mustard oil. Okay, in a South India, coconut oil or gingerly oil is used here. Okay, which kind of oil we are using for cooking purpose, that they have mentioned here. Desi ghee, nothing but the clarified butter. Okay, what is desi ghee here? Clarified, we call a clarified butter, is also popular cooking medium. Yes, even we are using the desi ghee for cooking purpose also. The most frequently used spices in India cuisine are chili pepper, black mustard seed, rye, cumin seed, that is a jeera, turmeric, haldi, fenugreek, methi, and one more here is a hing, then the ginger and garlic. Garlic is nothing but lasun we call, and for ginger we are calling it as a adrak, and one more is a hing, that is a asafoetida. Okay, these are the some of the what these are? These are the some of the spices. Okay, Indian spices these are. Okay, in the method of cooking, in the Indian method of cooking, we are using these kinds of spices. Which are the name of the spices? Chili pepper, black mustard, then the cumin seeds, turmeric, fenugreek, the hing, ginger and garlic. These are the some of the spices which we are using in the method of cooking here. One of the popular spice mixes is a garam masala, which is usually a powder of 5 or more dried spices here. Again one more, we are using a what here? Spice, popular spice here, that is a what is that name here? Garam masala. Then how it is made up of? It is made up of total 5 or more dried spices here. Okay, the dried spices they will take and they will make it as a powder here. It commonly comprises cardamom, cinnamon and cloves here. Some leaves that are commonly used in cooking are coriander leaf, fenugreek leaf and mint leaf. Okay, in our day-to-day life we are using these leaf, okay, to prepare the food here. Which are those? Coriander, fenugreek and mint leaf. The use of curry leaves is a typical of South Indian cuisine. Yes, using of a curry leaves. Then it will come under where? It will come under a South Indian cuisine. In a desserts, cardamom, okay, the next one is a nutmeg, saffron and rose essence are also used. In where? In a desert areas. Which what are used here? In a desserts, cardamom and nutmeg, saffron and rose essence are also used here. Indian food is very popular all over the world here. Yes, in the all over the world, Indian food is very popular. Dear students, this is all about the Indian food that we learnt today in this video class. Okay, with this we have completed the first lesson, okay, of your science subject. The name of the lesson it was, okay, food, where does it come from? So dear students, here are some of the points to remember are there. What you have to do? Okay, today we have completed the lesson. Okay, whole lesson you read. If you get any difficulty, you can contact me, and whatever the points to remember are there, you have to read all these points, and some of the important definition also they have given. What is herbivore, what is carnivore, omnivore, producer, consumer, decomposer, parasite. These are some of the important definitions they have given. Okay, you have to read these also. Okay, here I have given homework. Okay, what you have to do? First thing, you have to read the lesson today. What you have to do? Read the whole lesson, then write the important definition. The important definitions are there in a page number 10. Okay, in your page number 10, some of the important definition they have given. Okay, you write in your rough book those important definition one time. In the next video class, I will solve the evaluate part. Till that, dear students, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.